All right, welcome back. We are going over Connor and Jonathan Kent. We're going to do first appearances, origins, and a little bit of their stories. This is suggested by Tevye Smokola. Let's hop in. Start with Connor Kent. This Superboy showed up in the 90s during the reign and death of Superman arc. So what happened is Superman died, and by dying, his body went missing, so Lex Luthor stole that body to clone it, essentially. But having done this, what actually happened is that Cadmus got a hold of this body and cloned Superman. So originally, when he showed up in the 90s, he was a full clone of Superman. Cadmus told Lex Luthor that it was impossible to have him cloned. But Superboy was like, hey, everybody, I am an actual clone of Superman. This is the weird 90s. So Lex Luthor, you can see, actually has a full head of hair. He cloned himself and put himself in his body, I'm pretty sure. And then also you see Supergirl is here too, but it's not really Supergirl. It's like another alien. Strange times. But this Connor Kent was kidnapped, taken out of Cadmus by a local gang. Can't really say gang. They're like a bunch of school children, but they break him out and they give him his iconic fit. Yes, Connor Kent, I see the fit. And they say, whoa, you're some kind of Superboy. And goes, don't call me that. I'm not Superboy. But yes, this is how Superboy shows up. I love how he looks. During this time of Superman's death, he goes out and saves some people, helps a woman, destroys a car on accident, goes into the city and helps a reporter who gives him some publicity on air where he reveals, I don't have Superman's brain because it wasn't saved, but I am a clone. And Lex Luthor sees this. What the hell, man? So with this information of Superman being Superboy, Lex goes and talks to his assistant, who reveals that, yeah, this is like the 13th attempt on cloning Superman. I know we told you we couldn't do it, but we succeeded. It's bad enough that he knows that he's already a clone. Cadmus has decided not to do anything about it. The publicity would be too bad. We had to rush this one into production after the death of Superman. So what does Lex try to do? Hey, you should join my team. And he sits Superboy down and says, we have a lot in common. You want to help people. I want to help people. All you got to do is sign with me, wear a uniform, and I'll fund all your stuff. And you just say that you work for Lex Luthor. And he says, you want me? You got me. I don't care. And it doesn't hurt that he brought up Supergirl to flaunt her body so that he could join. But Superboy agrees, leaves. The next day, while they're saving somebody, the real Clark Kent comes back to life, sees on the TV screen, what is this guy doing? Superboy, he wants to do the right thing, but he's just a spit-in image of me, and he's teaming up with Luthor, and this is during the reign of Superman arc. So we have Cyborg Superman and also Steel, the best DC movie ever. But during a announcement on TV, the reporter's like, who are you working with? This young Superman today that he is not working with Lex Luthor, but working with another business manager. This pisses off Lex. He is beyond furious. And the only person to calm him down is his girlfriend. This fake Supergirl. It's not Kara Zor-El. It's some random alien again. So don't get too hung up on it. But this only lasts a little bit. This Lex Luthor is not evil and he's not good. He's just in the middle. That's all I'll have to say about that. Because the real villain is Cyborg Superman, who starts fighting all the other versions of Superman, goes up to Superboy, launches a rock at him, and just clops him in the face. This puts Superboy out of commission for a while, who still hates being called Superboy, but eventually Superman shows up in his iconic black suit, mullet, and that's where he finally takes the role of Superboy. His powers are essentially similar to Superman's. He has a kind of telekinesis ability instead, so he just copies these powers. He is based off Kryptonian DNA and has a little bit of human DNA at this time. They don't really talk about who the human DNA is from yet. But this is the 90s Superboy. He gets his own series titled Superboy. I don't know how long it ran from. I believe it started in 1993, where he just goes to Hawaii. I want to go to Hawaii. And sets up shop there and helps the people there. Very successful series. But now we're going to get into the more revamped version, Connor Kent. This is from Teen Titans Volume 3, I believe. Teen Titans in 2003. From here, he is with Ma and Pa Kent in Kansas. He's going to school, but he obviously hates this. He wants to be Superboy, Superman. He wants to be a hero. And Superman, knowing about this delinquency, shows up and says, "How would you like to join a team of people just like you?" And he joins the Teen Titans, where they learn that he is actually half human, half Kryptonian from DNA of Lex Luthor and Superman. But he stays with the Teen Titans for a while. Yeah, that's Connor Kent. He has powers similar to Superman. He's given the name Connor Kent by Ma and Pa Kent. He's still around currently. It's not like he died or anything. He's just been kind of overshadowed by the new Superboy, Jonathon Kent, biological child of Lois Lane and Clark Kent. He first appeared in Convergence 2015, essentially a Battle World situation where a bunch of different universes come onto one world, fight. Superman fights a bunch of people from the Flashpoint universe and sees Flashpoint Batman. Flashpoint Superman saves Lois Lane because he is like, yo, my Lois Lane died because of me. I want to save this Lois Lane. Superman, after battling everybody, hears Lois Lane going into labor, runs over, saves her, and helps deliver the baby known as Jonathon Kent. This kid doesn't really become Superboy until Superman Rebirth. While living on the farm with Jonathon and Lois, he learns that he has powers on accident by killing his cat, where he gets upset. The Justice League show up, confront Clark, tell him that he's got to figure out this kid, ask him if he needs help. And the kid says, "Hey, are the Justice League going to take me? No, but we're going to train you up and turn you into Superboy." And that's what he does. Jonathon Kent learns how to be Superboy. He does the Super Sons with Damian Wayne. Yeah, he's got some good stories. I recommend reading them. I know it was big popular like 3 years ago, where he fought Injustice Superman. But yeah, good stuff. I like the Super Family. Super Family's always been good to me. My favorite one will always be Supergirl. I just like that concept of being broken. His superpowers are essentially the same as Superman's. I know recently he's gotten that like blue electricity power from Superman Blue. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching and enjoying. This has been Superboy, Connor Kent, and Jonathon Kent. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment below, do all the other stuff. Yeah. Peace out.